Hello guys and welcome to Python programming tutorials by Amul's Academy. So today in this tutorial we are discussing about the Shellsort algorithm. So Shellsort is a variation of insertion sort algorithm which we discussed in the previous tutorial. This sorting algorithm is devised or invented by Donald L. Shell in 1959. So that's why this algorithm is named after him, that is Shellsort algorithm. And sometimes this algorithm is also called as diminishing increment sort. So this is the variation of the insertion sort algorithm. This algorithm will improve the insertion sort algorithm. If you ask how, then this insertion sort algorithm will work efficiently on the smaller list. But it is not that good on the larger list. So this Shellsort algorithm will divide the original list into smaller sublist, then it will sort that sublist using insertion sort algorithm. So as I said, this insertion sort algorithm works efficiently on the smaller list. So the sublist is the smaller list which contains few elements, so it will sort them efficiently, then we'll rearrange the original list. Also, if the original list contains the elements which are far than its original index, then we need more moves to move it to original index in the insertion sort algorithm. But in the Shellsort algorithm, it will move the items nearer to its original index. So in this way, it will improve the insertion sort algorithm. Okay. So this Shellsort algorithm doesn't sort the original list in one pass. First, it will divide the list into sublist. Then it will sort that sublist using insertion sort algorithm. Then we'll rearrange that and we'll get the sorted list. I know it is a bit confusing. Shellsort algorithm is a bit difficult to understand. But when we see the algorithm and the example, we can understand it easily. So next we'll see the algorithm. Okay, so if Shellsort algorithm is in your syllabus, then please follow the algorithm in your textbook, because I didn't get the standard algorithm anywhere. So I just wrote this step which we will use while sorting the numbers using this Shellsort algorithm. So if anyone know the standard algorithm or the textbook algorithm, please comment below. So you need to write down that standard algorithm in your exams, okay? So the first step is take the list of numbers, and second, we need to find out the gap or incrementer. As I said, we'll divide the original list into sublist. We'll divide that based on a gap or incrementer. We can take the gap or incrementer in many ways, but here we'll take a formula, okay? We'll take total length of list, truncated division 2, alright? And next, create the sublist based on that gap and sort them using the insertion sort algorithm. So we'll take the sublist based on that gap and we'll sort them using insertion sort algorithm. Next, we need to reduce the gap and we need to repeat step 3. So we need to stop when gap becomes 0. So we'll take the example, then you'll get the clear picture. Alright, so here we can see the list of numbers. It contains total 9 numbers. So the first step in the Shellsort algorithm is we need to take the list. So here we can see the list. So if I take the list name as list 1. So next I need to find out the gap. So to find out the gap, we'll use the formula length of list 1 truncated division 2. So why I am taking this truncated division? Because I want gap as an integer. So if I just take the division, then I may get the floating point value. I don't want that. That's why I'm taking truncated division 2. So here length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 elements, truncated division 2. So we'll get 4. So that is nothing but gap is 4. Okay. So that is nothing but I need to compare this 54 with 1, 2, 3, 4 with the 77. Okay. Next I need to compare this with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, with this. So this is the first sublist, that is 54, 77 and 20. So first I need to sort them using the insertion sort algorithm. in the 54, 77, 20, we'll get first 20 here. Okay, 20 is the smaller, then 54. So in the here 54, and finally 77 will come here. So next I need to compare this 26, okay, with the 31. Okay, because 1, 2, 3, 4, gap is 4, 26 will be compared with 31. And there is no other element present here. Okay, so 26 and 31 will be the another sublist. So 26 is smaller than 31, so no need to do anything. I'll just write down like that. Next I need to compare 93 with the 44, because 1, 2, 3, 4, because gap is 4. So 93 and 44. So 44 is smaller, so if it is smaller, then swap them. Okay, so 93 will come here. So in the 93 and 44, 44 is the smaller value, so I need to swap them. Here we are arranging the numbers in the ascending order. Next, 17 will be compared with the 55. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gap is 4, right? That's why. 17 and 54. 17 is the smaller value, so I need to write down 17 here and 55 here. Okay, this is after pass 1. So when gap is 4. Okay, next what I need to do? I need to reduce the gap, and again I need to sort them. So here, to reduce this gap, what I'll do is I'll use gap is equal to, so here gap is 4, so 4, 2, so we'll get 2. So now new gap is 2. So when gap is 2, we need to compare like this. Okay, first 20 is compared with 1 and 2. So 20 is compared with 44. 1, 2. It is compared with 54. 1, 2. It is compared with 93. 1, 2. It is compared with 77. So the next sublist is 20, 44, 54, 93 and 77. We need to sort them using the insertion sort algorithm. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll take 20 as the sorted part and we'll compare 44 with 20 and we'll place that in the sorted part, right? We did in the previous tutorial, so I won't show that now. So we need to sort like this. We'll get 20, 44, 54, 93 and 77, right? So we need to compare 20 as the sorted part. We need to compare 40 with 20, 54 with the sorted part, 93 with the sorted part, 77 with the sorted part. Okay, we did in the previous tutorial. In this way we need to sort them. When we sort them, we'll get so 20, 44, 54, 93, 77. So 20 is the smaller value. Next here 44, next 54, here 77 and 93. Okay, so I'll arrange them in the ascending order. If I sort using the insertion sort algorithm, we'll get this. Next, the next sublist is 26, 17, 31, 55, right? In the gap 2. So I need to arrange them. So 17 come here because 17 is the smaller value. Next smaller value is 26. Next is 31. Next is 55, right? Now again I need to reduce the gap. This is when gap is 2. So now again gap equal to gap truncated division 2. So 2 truncated division 2, so I'll get 1. Okay, so now gap is 1. So gap is 1 is nothing but I need to compare this with this, 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 this with this. That is nothing but this is the sublist now. Okay, so entire list. So I need to compare the adjacent values because gap is 1. So now how will you sort this? Using insertion sort algorithm. How? First I'll take 20 as the sorted part. I'll compare it 17 and 20. So we'll write 17 first, next 20. Now again I'll check 44. 44 is less than 20. No, so I'll write it 40 here. Next I'll take 26 and I'll compare with 40. 26 is smaller than 40. Okay, so I'll compare it with 20. So no, 26 is greater than 20. So I need to place here. Okay, I'll sort this using the insertion sort algorithm like we did in the previous tutorial. Okay, so we'll get final as 17, 20, 26, 31, 44, 54, 55, 77 and 93. Okay, so in the last step, when gap equal to 1, we need to compare the adjacent value. Okay, so shell sort algorithm last step is same as the insertion sort algorithm. But the difference here, the shell sort algorithm, what it did is, so this list is partially sorted, so it will work efficiently. So insertion sort algorithm works efficiently here. Okay, so the elements are moved near to its original index. So that's why it become more efficient than the insertion sort algorithm. So here are the few important tips about the insertion sort and shell sort. Okay, so that's about the shell sort algorithm. In the next tutorial, we'll write the program. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.